Hello.
Hi everyone and welcome. I hope you're doing well. Today is the third week that I am taking care of the plants and preparing them for summer, although it is the beginning of June now, but I didn't have time to do that in April because I was moving into a new home. For the last 2 weeks, many of the plants being repotted, pruning and trimming. So today is I think it will be the only ones that are left to be pruned and repotted. We will start with Begonia. Last year when I bought it from the nursery shop, it was very infested. So I had to trim and cut a lot. I will see if I have footage when I did that. Otherwise, I'm very sure that I do have footage from when I just bought it. But it was almost no leaves left. And I used a lot of neem oil and soap for a few weeks until I couldn't see any pest or anything similar. So it's been growing back pretty well, but I did a mistake with this one. When I just moved into this new home in March, I left it at a window that's facing west, and about 1.5 hours there will be direct light, and I just left it like that. And I thought, well, in the old home it was in a north facing window, they will never get any kind of indirect, they wouldn't get that much light. So I thought 1 hour, 1.5 won't be a trouble. And this was early spring, but no, it started to burn a lot of leaves actually. I don't know if it's visible from distance, but the new leaves are thankfully much better now. They're not burned. So I'm just gonna pull this out now. I don't know if it's root bound. I don't think so. The roots of these begonias are very small. I think this length will be good enough. The pot is quite deep. So let me see where to do this. Ideally you want it in the middle, but I'm worried that I will cut through too many roots by doing that. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it a little bit to the side instead. I think by the end of the summer it will grow up to here. We'll see. I hope so. To my little experience for a year now, they really like it. They really like airy soil. So the mix that I have, I find it to be great for them. It's pumice and potting soil and oaky bark, and the ratio is 1:1, 1:1:1. And when it comes for light, is indirect bright light. I have recently started to tighten up the plants with this transparent wire. I bought it at Panduro. It's a store that sells quite many different things, but especially for art making and jewelry making, like those beads. I think this is like for those jewelry making maybe kids do in kindergarten, beads, I believe it's called. So it's actually pretty good, because anytime I wash the plants, this one gets soggy because it's plastic. It does sometimes loosen up, so you have to be careful when you tie it. You have to tie it several times. There is here one in the front that's starting to lean downwards quite a lot. And it's repotted now in a new pot. I think it can be in this pot for 2 more years, because begonia roots are really thin and small. They don't really grow that big, and then actually can do really well in shallow pots. But I got this, and I'm very sure it can be here for 2 more years. There we go. Yesterday I was at Yesterday I was at the nursery shop to get some soil, and then I just saw these 2 ones. They're the same, but they're another type of begonia, and I just couldn't resist it. They were even half price. They have half price on all houseplants now at the store. I bought each for 17 kronor. I think that's $1.7. I don't know if they can grow bigger. I've never bought plants in this size. Hopefully they will be able to grow into a bigger plant. We'll see. But I thought it would be good to have two in case one of them doesn't make it. Maybe the other one will do better. So let's see. But yeah, I look forward to see how this will develop and grow. So I got this Monstera last year. It was many more leaves in it, but I split it up because I wanted to keep one of the Monstera to have fewer leaves and not grow and just grow from one big stem. There is an account on Instagram that has incredible plants. What they have done is they always keep one of the Monsteras to a few leaves. There was a time I think you had 5 leaves, and then now it's about 3 leaves. And because I live in an apartment, I don't have that space for a big Monstera. So I just thought, what about just to have only one stem and then cut down the older leaves and then keep just 3. I think that's what I'm planning to do with this one. That's why you only have 3 leaves for now. And it's still quite young. It doesn't have any holes yet. It just have these openings. It's a huge root bound, so it's really time for it to grow now. I think the pot I bought, it's 1 or 2 size too big, but I know it will go into it very quickly. It seems like these monsters are have really huge roots. I am now gonna transfer. I think this little dog will be happy here. There he is. This is the other monster that I mentioned. I'm planning to remove all the soil and then bring it back with a vase full of water. The roots are washed now. I had to cut off quite a lot because it was so root bound. I saw a video of a girl telling that when you put this in water, from soil to water, the existing roots might just come off, and then eventually new roots will come. This is the cleanest I could get it, and I have this vase. I'm not sure if it's visible. Let me see. I found this vase in the storage room. I don't know when I got it or who gave it to me, but I think I just put it aside. It wasn't really something I wanted in my decoration, but now I think it's actually great. It will fit very well as for this Monstera. And let's see. It can be difficult if the roots grows quite a lot to pull it up later on, but I think it should be fine. Maybe these aerial roots should also go into the water. There you go. I think it's nice to be able to see sometimes, the roots, and then to see just some green leaves in water also, and not only in pot. We'll see what happens with it. I'm not sure if it will thrive like this or this was a wrong decision. I don't know. I'll put it in the kitchen on the kitchen table. It's time for Coleus again. I propagated 2 pots of them 2 weeks ago. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll put up a link to it. It's been only waited 2 weeks now, and the roots have grown so much. So it's time to propagate them. But this time around, I've really wanted for a time to experiment with making a tree of it. There's a Swedish girl that have an Instagram account mostly about her plants and especially Coleus. and she's really good at it. I've really taken inspiration from there, and I wanted to experiment with this. So I want to see if I can manage to do that as well. She did talk about that you need one propagation that it's quite straight, and then put it in a small pot to start with this size, and then just gradually within 4 months she have repotted in 2 or 3 more pots in much bigger size. So I'm gonna follow her instruction. Tack så mycket Malin, I really appreciate that. Hopefully I will be able to do it too. So, and then the rest of the propagation, I'll put it back into the other pots that I repotted 2 weeks ago, to make some new pots as well. So let's see. First, I will start with finding one propagation that is quite straight. It shouldn't be bended or so on. This one is pretty straight, but the thing is, the top is cutted. It needs to be like, just a crown, so no cutting on the top. Oh yeah, here it is. I really look forward to do it with the one with the China rose. They are in water now, but they need more time for the roots to grow. But I think this will be great. This is a great example, like a straight one and not trimmed or cut it on the top. So this will be good. This one could work as well. I'm thinking if I should make a few more of them and not just 1 or 2, just in case if one of them didn't make it. Let me see. Did I check on this one? I think I did, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't. Look, we found another good one. This is a great example as well. Yeah. We'll have this one as well. Oh, look. Oh, that one is a bit bended. But this one is not bad either. Right? Maybe 3 is a little bit too much. 2 is enough in this type. I don't remember the name of this one. And then 1 of the green, and then 2 of the China rose. Yee! I'm so excited for it. Molly managed to grow from 1 cutting to 1 big tree in 4 months. That's incredible. That is so good. Hopefully I can do that as well. Okay, let's repot this. There it is. No more soil on the table. It's all clean now, and here are the results. The front ones are the ones that are supposed to be a tree-like, like the one I mentioned before. And this one are the remaining cuttings propagation that I did 2 weeks ago. And this is the other type of begonia. It looks a little bit more like cactus or succulent in this pot. It looks interesting. It looks nice. So they're all watered, and yeah, so that's it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.